Lost in the heart of the dense woods, my friends and I stumbled upon an abandoned camping van, concealed among the trees like a relic forgotten by time. Its rusted exterior suggested years of neglect, and an unsettling stillness hung in the air, as if the forest held its breath in reverence. Curiosity tugged at us, urging us to approach the van cautiously, the crunch of leaves beneath our feet echoing through the silent wilderness. As we peered through the clouded windows, a mysterious chill ran down our spines, the van's interior revealing remnants of a bygone era, tattered curtains, dusty maps, and a faded photograph of a smiling family. The eerie silence surrounding the van heightened, a stark contrast to the lively ambience of the woods. The forest seemed to hush its whispers, waiting for the tale the decaying van yearned to tell, an inexplicable sensation of being watched overcoming us. A journal, with cryptic entries hinting at strange occurrences during nights parked in the wilderness, intensified the eerie atmosphere. Flickering shadows danced on the van's interior walls, mimicking unseen entities that seemed to have a story of their own. Nightfall descended, and the forest came alive with nocturnal sounds, yet the van remained shrouded in an unnatural silence that defied the natural order. A mysterious fog enveloped the van, distorting the shapes of surrounding trees and creating an otherworldly atmosphere. Unexplained footsteps echoed around us, suggesting we were not alone in the presence of the haunted camping van. In a fleeting glimpse, we thought we saw ghostly faces in the foggy windows, staring at us with hollow eyes. Our flashlights flickered erratically, manipulated by an unseen force that resisted our intrusion into the van's enigmatic past. A sudden gust of wind slammed the van's doors shut, trapping us in oppressive darkness that seemed to swallow our courage. The van's engine, long dormant, emitted an eerie hum, resonating through the forest like a spectral lullaby. Whispers, indiscernible yet laden with anguish, emanated from within the van, telling tales of a family's tragic fate during a camping trip gone horribly wrong. Goosebumps pricked my skin as I felt a presence, cold and ethereal, brush against me, leaving an unsettling imprint on my senses. Once distant howls of wolves transformed into mournful wails, echoing the van's tragic history and the souls it held captive. A phantom glow radiated from the van's rearview mirror, casting an otherworldly illumination on the overgrown foliage that surrounded us. We hastily retreated, haunted by the lingering echoes of the van's paranormal past, its story etched into our memories. The forest seemed to sigh in relief as we distanced ourselves from the haunted relic, the air returning to its natural, undisturbed state. Looking back, the camping van stood in the moonlit clearing, a spectral monument to a family lost in time, and a chilling reminder that some stories are best left undisturbed. The echoes of the haunted forest faded behind us, but the enigmatic aura of the camping van lingered, forever etched in my mind as a tale of supernatural encumbrance. Venturing deep into the remote wilderness, my friends and I discovered a mysterious camping van nestled in a secluded clearing, surrounded by towering trees that seemed to whisper ancient secrets. The van's exterior, though weathered by time, exuded an inexplicable aura, drawing us in with an irresistible curiosity. Its windows, smudged with the passage of years, concealed the interior like a veil, prompting us to wonder about the stories locked away within. A sense of foreboding settled over us as we approached, the air thickening with an uncanny stillness that betrayed the vibrant life of the forest beyond. Peering through the dusty windows, we found the van frozen in time, its interior untouched by the natural decay of the elements. A flicker of movement caught our attention. An old-fashioned radio, crackling to life, emitted a haunting melody that seemed to echo from a bygone era. The atmosphere shifted, and the van became a vessel for forgotten memories, each creak and groan telling a tale of journeys taken and stories left untold. As we sifted through relics of the past, faded postcards, worn-out travel guides, and a child's forgotten toy, an unsettling awareness of being watched settled upon us. The forest's usual symphony of sounds ceased, as if nature itself held its breath, awaiting the unfolding narrative of the enigmatic van. A cold breeze swept through the clearing, carrying with it an echo of distant laughter and a melancholic sigh that seemed to emanate from the rusted vehicle. An old photograph, half buried under a layer of dust, depicted a family frozen in time, their smiles masking a haunting sadness that clung to the van like a ghostly presence. Shadows danced on the walls as the van's interior flickered with phantom lights, casting an ethereal glow on the relics of a life once lived. Our flashlights faltered, struggling against an unseen force that sought to keep the secrets of the van veiled in perpetual darkness. The radio's haunting melody intensified, its spectral notes weaving through the air like an ancient lamentation, revealing the untold tragedy of the family that once called the van home. In the oppressive silence that followed, the forest seemed to mourn alongside us, as if acknowledging the weight of the stories woven into the fabric of the rusting metal shell. A distant whisper, barely audible, reached our ears, recounting the van's final journey and the inexplicable events that led to its abandonment in the heart of the wilderness. Our attempts to leave the clearing were met with an unseen resistance, as if the van itself yearned for its tales to be heard by those willing to listen. Each step away from the clearing felt like a struggle against an invisible barrier, the van's hold on us growing stronger with every reluctant retreat. As we finally broke free from the clearing's grasp, the radio's melody lingered, echoing in our minds, a haunting reminder of the stories and sorrows that awaited discovery. The forest, having shared its secrets, released us from its enigmatic embrace, returning to its natural rhythm as we left the mysterious camping van behind. The echoes of our encounter remained etched in our memories, a testament to the inexplicable connection between the van, the forest, and the haunting tales that bound them together. Deep in the heart of the wilderness, a weathered camping van emerged from the dense foliage, a forgotten relic of a time when the forest was a road less traveled. The van, adorned with faded travel stickers and patches of rust, sat in a small clearing surrounded by ancient trees that seemed to whisper tales of its mysterious past. Drawn to the air of nostalgia and mystery, my friends and I approached, the crunch of leaves beneath our feet blending with the distant murmur of the forest. The van's doors creaked open with an eerie groan as if inviting us into its world of untold stories, the interior cloaked in a dim light that defied the shadows. Inside, relics of a bygone era unfolded before us, a dusty cassette player, worn-out road maps, and a stack of handwritten letters that hinted at the van's solitary journeys. A peculiar stillness enveloped the clearing, and the wind carried with it a whisper, as if the van itself yearned to share the adventures and secrets it held within. The forest, once vibrant with the songs of birds and rustling leaves, fell into a hushed silence, an unspoken reverence for the living time capsule that sat before us. The van's dashboard revealed a dashboard adorned with trinkets, each telling a story of places visited and memories forged, their significance lost to time. The air grew colder as we explored further, and a mysterious force seemed to guide us to a hidden compartment beneath the worn-out seats. Inside, we discovered a weathered journal filled with tales of solitary travels, encounters with mystical creatures, and inexplicable events that blurred the line between reality and fantasy. The forest around us seemed to come alive with the echoes of these stories, the rustling leaves and creaking branches narrating the van's adventures in harmony. As night fell, the van's interior took on a gentle glow, the faint light flickering like the embers of a long-extinguished campfire. Unseen hands seemed to turn the pages of the journal, revealing illustrations that brought the written words to life, as if the spirits of the forest were eager to share their visual poetry. A distant howl echoed through the clearing, a sound both haunting and familiar, blending with the echoes of laughter from a distant time. The van became a portal to another realm, a realm where the boundaries between the tangible and the supernatural blurred with every turn of the journal's pages. An ethereal mist enveloped the clearing, weaving through the trees like a specter, and the van's engine, long silent, hummed to life as if echoing the pulse of the forest itself. The forest creatures, drawn by the van's resurrection, emerged from the shadows, their eyes reflecting the soft glow that emanated from the forgotten vehicle. A spectral figure, faint yet tangible, materialized in the mist, a guardian spirit of the forest watching over the tales woven into the fabric of the van's existence. As we reluctantly left the clearing, the van's glow remained etched in our memories, a luminescent beacon that marked the intersection of nature and the supernatural. The forest, having shared its secrets, seemed to sigh with contentment, returning to its nocturnal symphony as we ventured back into the darkness. The camping van, with its stories of solitary journeys and mystical encounters, faded into the shadows, leaving the clearing as a silent testament to the inexplicable connection between the human spirit and the enchanted realms of the natural world.